all received gifts with the exception of Christy's, and I have hers tonight, and I have Leslie's tonight. So everybody else has already received their gifts from me in the mail, but I'm going to go ahead and give them a little certificate. I want you guys to kind of meet some of our management team tonight. So our first new district manager is Gary Anderson. And Gary lives in Illinois, and he is so much fun. Those of you have had the pleasure of his company this last evening and know that they are
you girls haven't seen anything yet. I was mild last night.
Yeah, we have some pretty interesting stories about Gary. But anyway, I'm so proud of you, and I'm really looking forward to watching you next year walk across to TC as a VP. And I told you you look like an MVP already. So, and then actually, and Gary was sponsored by Debbie Hurst. Where's Debbie?
Over here.
By Debbie Hurst, and I'm going to recognize her in a second. So, Mike Clemens. Mike, if you want to come. Mike and I went to high school together. He was a year older than me. He was kind of a snot in high school, but we're really good friends now. Mike is an absolute doll. He's got a heart of gold. Actually, when I asked him what he wanted out of Arbonne, he always says, "Oh, I want the money." That he said, "I probably will still be poor though because I'll give all my money away to my mom and to other people." I'm like, what an incredible heart he has. So, Mike, I'm so proud of you and congratulations. And she's actually also an area manager, but she was also a new district manager this year. So, Debbie, I'm going to give you the new district manager certificate because you didn't get this. So she promoted to district and area. And then another new district manager is Denise Constable. Denise, if you want to come up and yes, your name on. Oh, gosh. There you go. I got our beautiful bracelet, and our little signature district manager bracelet. I have to get it.
A larger size.
No, I love you. Oh, she's absolutely stunning. Just her legs go on forever. She's amazing. Okay, and this last one I cannot pronounce. I'm going to say her last name, but Leslie. So Leslie, okay, I said it earlier. The other Dionysus. And Leslie is an absolute doll, and I've had the honor of getting to know her every time I go visit these gals in Canada with Carrie, and you girls are just rock stars. I can't even begin to tell you how proud I am of you. And when you guys see some of our recognition tonight, you guys know that there's like major things happening in Canada. So I'm so proud of you. Another new district manager is Jessica Leff. So Jessica, if you want to come up, she's in Ottawa, Ontario. She's another team. So I have a team in Ottawa, and I have a team in Ontario. And I keep saying, I get confused all the time. Wait, is it Ontario?
It's Ontario.
I get confused. I told you guys, I just need to say, I typically say they're my Quebec team and they're my Ontario team because it's just easier for me to thank you.
I'm back in Canada again.
I know. So she's all over the place. But Jess is an absolute doll, and she basically, I'm her basic directly. I mean, I'm your sponsor basically right now. So she has, how many years ago was it? 3. She was actually the very first person that I started working with in Canada. The very first person when I started going to Canada from the very beginning, it was Jessica. So has stuck with it, has had incredible things happen in her short life, and she is so strong, and I'm so proud of you, and I love you and adore you. You too. Diane, if you want to come up. Diane is a new district manager this year, promoted by Christy Johns, and Diane just has a heart of gold, and I got to know her for the first time. When did we meet for the first time? It was just at was that one of my Mercedes presentations I did for her? Yeah. Like, was that the first time I actually met Diane? So I'm so proud of you, and give you this and give you a big hug, and I look forward to getting to know you guys better. And make you guys go out with us on the strip sometime. Guys, missing out on the karaoke last night, yeah. And actually, these girls are not here. We had so many promotions in our nation. I mean, we've had more people promote in our nation than we have in the last 2 years in 1 year. Just that tells you what's happened in our nation this last year. So a couple of our gals were able to be here. Christy John, I'm going to do area manager. So Christy John, she's one of our new area managers this year. And Christy, I have a little tradition that I do for all of my areas, and it's well, you can open it up. This is and I even kind of add a little bling to it. So this is a kind of a signature. Sherry got one little. This is another thing. So it's kind of like Christmas slash. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, so just open it. It has a little area manager heart thing on the back, and it's just kind of a new little thing that I got. A couple of my other girls just received one, but I'm so proud of you, and you have literally been with me for how many years? 5. And this girl, when you guys find out another award that she won, you'll know why she's like rocking it out. But she is committed. She's the side of my brain that I'm not. So like whatever side that is, she's very like detailed and organized. And I'm just, anyway, you're like, I wish I could just take you and put you in me, and we'd be like a. new computer with my new Windows 7. So Michelle Hilty. So Michelle, if you want to go, she's a new area manager this year. I'm so proud. Michelle was actually promoted by Sean. I'm going to recognize Sean here in a second. But Michelle, I was actually at Sean's first party. Where's Sean at? I'm over here. Okay, at Sean's first party and saw Michelle. And I mean, when you're at a party, you guys kind of scope out those girls and they just kind of have this thing. And Carrie and I remember that night we were like, you know, we kind of had our eye on her. So I knew she was an MVP, and she is an absolute rock star. When you see her the awards she won tonight, you'll know that they are rocking it out in Canada. So I am so proud of you. And this is just a certificate for your promotion. You already got your gift.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Well, I wanted them to be able to start wearing it, so I went ahead and mailed it to them. So I have Sean come up. So Sean, if you want to come up. Again, another woman that I had the opportunity to meet through Carrie, and since the first day I met her, I knew she was an MVP. She's so classy, so articulate, and just has the biggest heart. I adore you, and I'm so, so proud of you. No, I love you. And she already got her gift, so I'm going to go ahead and give you that. And then Debbie, if you want to come up. Debbie actually is Mike's mom, so they do the business together, which I think is so cool. And again, Debbie went to district, and then just within a matter of months, completed district in 1 month, hit first step area that same month. I mean, literally, like her first, I mean, it's just, I am like rock star here. So, I mean, just amazing woman, heart of gold. I've had such a great time getting to know her, and we laugh. And you guys like the ugly laugh? Every time I go to Illinois, my ugly laugh comes out with these people. We can't help but laugh. But I love going to parties with them, and I'm actually going back next month. And I love you and adore you. I've had a great time getting to know you. Okay, so these are some of our bigger awards for our nation, and I wanted to kind of do something a little bit different with our awards this year, so I did a little bit of bling and a little bit of things that you can actually utilize in your business. So this one is a pretty big award, and the crazy thing is she also won it last year, so this tells you that this girl knows what she's doing. I'm going to have Chrissy Johns come back up. She was our #1 in personal sales for 2010, and Christy actually sold $27,328,000 in volume and 50 cents in 2010 herself, personally. So that is for you. These are the little baskets that you can use for demos, and I got a little bit of bling in here for you too. So congratulations. And I was taught ever since I started my business to always put yourself in the running for things. I'm not giving myself an award, but I do definitely believe that it's really important to be the best consultant on your team. So I really hope that when you guys are all in here doing these things as VPs with your teams, that you will always recognize yourself. So I with everything that I had going on in 2010, you guys all know, I have to at least recognize where I was last year. I was the #2 in PRV for our nation. I sold $22,072.05 in 2010. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So. And then our #3 in PRV, and I got to get her gift. My gifts got kind of all tangled up here. So those are those. This is that. I think it's this one. Okay. Yes. Is Carrie Kopcut. So Carrie, if you want to come up. Carrie is an executive manager and qualification for regional vice president to Bernie Hermer Savings. Yes. And Carrie sold $20,519.10 in 2010. So. And you'll see more of her in a second because she's up for some other stuff. So. And you'll know why. And you guys, I just can't even believe, like literally, I think almost half of our team is Canadian, which I think is so cool. This is the first time we've had half of our attendees at GTC in my nation be Canadian. So the #1 in sponsoring, you guys, sponsoring is the heart and soul of our business. Any of you guys that have been in Arvon for a long period of time know that the only way that you can build a business, a network marketing business, is by sponsoring. And this gal like rocked it out. As I'm like going through, she even like didn't even add up right. She told me her number, and she was even more than what she told me. Our #1 in sponsoring was area manager Michelle Bulty. So Michelle, to have you hop up. Michelle sold 58 people for clients and consultants in 2010. So I went through from January to December. So yeah, she was a little under what she did. 58 people, you guys think? I mean, that is incredible. So you get that.
Awesome.
Absolutely. And then do I have a little certificate? Oh, here, I'm going to have a, yes, you get a little.
Super cute. I like the bracelet.
I forgot Carrie's. I think Carrie hers too. Thank you. And our number 2, which, okay, so again, the apple doesn't far fall from the tree, So Sean McGregor, so Sean, if you come up, you are actually Sean and Carrie come up. It's tied. We have a tie between Carrie and Sean for our number 2 in personal sponsoring for 2010. I had both of you guys at 42 people that you sponsored equally. And you guys, okay, Carrie sponsored Sean, Sean sponsored Melissa, so obviously, Michelle, sorry, Melissa. Mike's nickname is Melissa, so I'm going to just call her out. So obviously this team is doing something right, and Carrie's in qualification for region. So you guys see what I'm saying? Like, sponsoring is the key. So I have my nose. Valerie, what did I do? That's this. And hers. So I did